So the three stocks that I chose were Costco, wholesale, um, PepsiCo, and Home Depot Incorporated. Um, Costco wholesale for me. I purchased the stock. It was at $283 and 50 cents. I bought a total of 10 shares, so it was a total of $2,835. Um, when I sold the stock, the shares were at 291, so not that big of an increase. They were at $291.87. So that was a total for me of $2,918.07. That was my that was like the total, and I only had a return of 2.95% or $83. The reason I chose this company is because it has a membership service. It was also projected as a great buy by Yahoo Finance. Since it has a membership service and people usually pay like yearly $70 to $150, it makes like a stable income for them as well, even if people don't go and shop at their company. So I thought it was a great buy, and I thought that it was a good buy as well because they cut the middleman out. They make their own products. They got from like hot dogs all the way to batteries to gas. They make their own like food. They make everything so that they capitalize on profiting as much as they can. Even though they have such a small profit margin, it does such a small profit margin from like their own products. They still do make more money from cutting the middleman out. Costco, from what I've seen, from my research, it's like a very slow growing, like slow profit, like in the shares. Like it only went up. It went up $7 when I've owned it. Actually, that's pretty good, especially for the small time that I've had those 10 shares. I felt like this is like more of like a long-term investment, and I feel like they could really improve. Like they have so many opportunities. They can expand to like more services, like just from like gas. Like they could do like oil, blah blah blah. Like they already do some of those things, but they could expand out and better themselves. They also do have like online. They can do like online, so help eliminate the online competition. Moving on to PepsiCo Incorporated. When I purchased my stock, I purchased 20 shares of the PepsiCo. My shares were priced at $136.73, and I purchased 20. So that was a total of $2,734.06. When I sold my shares, it was priced at $136.96. So I only made a small profit from like cents. So when I sold it, it was only $136.96, so it only went up by 30 cents about. And then it was a total of $2,739.02, and it only gave me a return of 0.17, which is very small, unfortunately. And I only made $4 the whole time owning the stock and the time I've had it. The reason I chose this company is because it has connections with Mountain Dew and Doritos, and those are really marketed out, especially like you always see the commercials for Mountain Dew, like they have like the gaming one, the Game Fuel, and then Doritos. They're always marketing. Like, you always see those commercials. They always have like a Super Bowl commercial. So I felt like it'd be a good buy just because it's like from my research, it's been marketed so well, and according to websites and other insiders, it was considered a strong buy. They also have like a lot of opportunities as well, such as like diversifying their business, such as expanding out, going into other industries rather than just having the food and drink, because the food and drink industry is really competitive, especially because you have hundreds, if not thousands, of brands all trying to do the same thing, and it's always super competitive. They can also, a big thing that they could do is market out to developing countries, which would expand their profits and be able to branch out other, like across the world and like globally. Moving on to my last stock I owned, is Home Depot Incorporated. As you know, like Home Depot is like a brick and mortar, like it's a brick and mortar hardware store. When I purchased my Home Depot shares, they were at $229.73 at 10 shares, so it was a total of $2,297.09. Unfortunately, when I sold my shares, they were only valued at $215, so I did take a pretty big loss there. Not super big, and that was a total of $2,157.07 at a loss of 6.10%, and I ended up losing $140, unfortunately. That's on me. I should have watched it more and when it dropped. The reason I chose this company, it was like showing a strong gain at the time, and websites were saying that it was a strong buy or like a strong hold to hold on to because they'll go up in the end. Home Depot, I also invested because Home Depot also branched out into like Canada, Mexico. They have they just purchased, or not just purchased, but recently, like in the last like 5 to 10 years, they just branched out into Mexico by buying Home Mart, and Home Mart was the second biggest hardware like retail store in Mexico. So they were fortunate enough that they had 20 stores already in Mexico, and then now Home Depot has 39 stores in Mexico going. So I felt like it was a strong buy just because of the like analytics of having excuse me, the analytics of having like so many, like being able to branch out more and more as well, and like they have a lot of opportunities as well, such as like global expansion, like moving to like globally to Japan, to China, to all these other places where they can improve like their market and like their brand as well, which is fortunately like a big opportunity for them to have my shares go up as well. They can also be more diverse in their products, since they do own Husky and a few other brands and stores and home goods, such as what was it? It was, all right, we're gonna forget that. I'm too far in to stop. But they do have other products other than Husky that do move in, such as, oh, here we go, like Hampton Bay Life Proof, and there's one more that I didn't list, but they're mainly in like your household, like household needs, household goods, and they do have a lot of opportunities such as global expansion, which is really well. And the most important thing that I've learned from this project is how the stock market works, like dividends like what it caps at, like if it splits, how it affects the price of the stocks, and how it affects your shares as a shareholder, and all this other stuff, and how they are so open to so open with their information to their shareholders, such as like having them know when they're going to do dividends, when they're going to do this, that, just what you need to know as a shareholder. Some companies are better than others, which is also like a key point to investing. Like if you have like a really open company, like that would be more acceptable to invest in, because you have like a loyalty feeling, like you're a part of the company. And I also learned that like company or sorry, like I also like learned a lot because like all the tools that are available, like Yahoo Finance, like how the market works, is so big for us, especially as young adults, to understand like what to invest in, what's the best, and how like what other people think before you buy a stock. There's so many tools online, which I found was a great help for the future and for my future, as well as others, for understanding how the market. And that is my presentation. Thank you.